We're back. So this weekend I decided to do something a bit different. So I booked a test drive of a BMW 118i Msport edition. So this is a car that I've been looking at for a while, but because of the pricing I've been staying away. So I booked a test drive, which I'll tell you about the driving dynamics, how the car drives, does it make noise, does it rattle. So I'll cover all that. So in terms of the appearance, I really like how the car looks. But the thing that I don't like is the run flat tires that BMW are using, which I'll let you know how those tires actually perform in real world driving, because I got to drive this car on the highway and I also got to drive this car on the city where there's a lot of potholes. So that was very interesting. So this car, it comes with a spare tire, which is that basket spare tire, which is very unusual for BMW. Most BMWs, they're spec'd without a spare wheel, so that was very interesting. And the boot, it actually contains a bit of space, especially when I'm comparing to the car that I have that doesn't have space. So it was a very nice feature. So we took this car to the N1, so that's where the driving was. So the aim for me was to drive this car there according to the speed limit, but I did not try to push the car too hard. I just want to see the driving dynamics. How does the car drive? How is the wind noise? That was the most focus, and also the responsiveness of the engine. So as you can see, this car was driving with the aircon on. I did not feel like the car was lacking power. In terms of power, this car produces 103 kilowatts, which is 138 in terms of horsepower. But I must say I was a bit disappointed, because there's this stigma that we're given that when you buy a BMW, especially if you're spending around almost 700,000 on a car, you expect a car which has a bit of punch. But for me, I would say that this is not a fast car. If you want to drive very fast, this is definitely not your car. But if you want a car to drive day to day or long distance drive, this is your car. It's a very comfortable car. In terms of the noise inside, the car is not noisy at all. You can just feel that BMW has used very premium materials, and obviously if you are paying that much, definitely they need to use premium materials, which was a very nice feature. Like, I don't want to lie, the car is very relaxing to drive. The other thing that I liked is the steering wheel. So the steering wheel, it's wrapped in leather, but in order to get that, it's not free. You mustn't expect that to be free. Don't forget, this is BMW that we're talking about. We're talking about that brand. They bring all your money here. So in terms of the steering wheel, in order to get that steering wheel that is wrapped in leather, you have to go for the Msport edition. So that's the one. It comes with that steering wheel, which is a very nice feature. So this car, as you are driving, when you accelerate, it accelerates very, very slow. But I did not feel that much turbo lag. Maybe if I had pushed the car a bit more, maybe I was going to feel the turbo lag. But in my experience, the car, it feels like it's fine in terms of the power. And also when you reach 100 and you push all the way to 120, you do not feel the car making noise. The engine does not scream at you. Surprisingly, for a very small engine, which is 3-cylinder engine, it's very quiet. That engine, it's very quiet. It does not make noise. That's the thing that surprised me the most. And the thing that I like the most about this car is that you do not hear any rattling. Like, you do not hear anything rattling on the car. You don't feel anything like the body of the car flexing. You do not hear anything of that. And the other thing that benefits this car the most is the independent suspension. So it has back tires independent suspension, which most manufacturers, they are deciding to leave that and deciding to make things a bit cheaper. The other manufacturer is the Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz has ditched their rear independent suspension, which is a bit of of a letdown, which I bet that is going to affect how the car drives. But this one, it absorbs the bump really well. It absorbs the bumps really well. There's only one thing that I noticed when I was driving. There was this unusual noise on the B pillar, on the mirror. There was a lot of wind noise that I heard, which is very unusual because even a Toyota Etios does not make that much noise, even though most of the noise that you hear is the engine making noise. But that was very unusual for me, especially at a speed of 120. You would expect not to hear much of wind noise, but I heard a lot of wind noise. I think maybe it's the design of the mirrors, because BMW always designs their mirrors in a very different way. So in terms of how the car drive, would I buy it? I would, if it was a bit cheaper than the price that they're actually offering at the moment. For me, I feel like it's too overpriced. I would like to get a bigger engine. If I'm paying almost 700,000, then you give me a 3-cylinder. To me, that does not make sense in terms of this car, because everything is nice. Everything is very nice. The car drives very well, but the thing that hates it the most is the price. And the other thing that hates it the most is those tires. BMW, it puts run flats tires. The one advantage is that if you come across spikes on the road that these guys are putting on the road, you'll be able to possibly drive to a safe place. But the thing that I felt the most was the bumps on the uneven roads. Like, I felt it, like it was very harsh, especially because you are driving the Msport, so the suspension is being set up in a way that it's a bit more stiff than the normal BMW 118. So I felt that even when you climb a speed bump, the car, you almost feel like the car is gonna brake every time when it finishes to pass the speed hump. That was very unusual. But other than that, this is a very good car in terms of BMW. This is a very brilliant car, and if someone feels like the car is worth the price, it's definitely something to look at. The problem is the price. But other than that, in terms of the driving dynamics, the car drives very, very well, and it comes with cruise control. It comes with lane assist. Those are very nice features if you're driving for long distance. So now let's cover a few features of the car. I won't really go into much depth because I've already done that in another video, which I can pin it for you if you want. So this is how the car looks inside. The materials which are used are very high quality to say, and the car looks very beautiful inside. It comes with a lot of safety features. It comes with a very nice steering wheel. Like, this is a very beautiful steering wheel, and it's very nice to hold, which is a nice feature, especially because every time when you're driving, the steering wheel is the thing that you're always holding 100% of the time. So the only thing that was very nice for me was the automatic, because I'm used to driving a manual car. So that was very nice. And the BMW automatic, it changes the gears very smoothly. And the other thing that it comes with is a leg extender. The only thing that I don't like is that you can't pay almost 700,000 and the seats you have to manually adjust. So, and also the other thing that you need to know, this is a very small car. If you have people who are very tall, for example, if you see this seat, the guy was sitting here is taller than me, so the knee room is almost non-existent. So someone who's very tall, if they sit, you're definitely gonna suffer. But if someone like me sits, as you can see, that's my driving position, then you're gonna be fine. And there's a bit of space where you can extend your legs. The only downside is that there's no rear fence, but the nice thing is that it comes with a panoramic sunroof. So that has been my review of the BMW 118, and definitely it's a car worth looking at. But the price is not so friendly. That's the downside. I found myself posting a video driving this car, and everybody was asking, "Yo, Vince, did you buy a new car? Congratulations, whereas these guys, they know that I'm a brokey, but already they think that I can afford this car. I can't afford this car. And also it comes with a 50 liter fuel capacity, but because the engine is so small, it can drive up to 700 kilometers claimed. So I don't know how the car would perform in real life. And thank you again for watching my videos, and I just want to take the time to thank the new subscribers that have recently subscribed to my channel. I thank you so much for your support, and it means a lot, and I do recognize your support. And for those who haven't subscribed, I don't know what you are waiting for, because I'm still gonna keep bringing these videos, and I'm gonna make them more interesting, and I'll make sure that in the future videos I do include driving experience. I do have other videos which are coming up, and yeah, and thank you so much for joining me reviewing this car, and I hope to see you again.